Buddhism, originating in India, made its way into China through trade routes and cultural exchanges. Its emphasis on self-discovery and enlightenment resonated with many in China, leading to the emergence of the first Chinese monks. These early adopters began to adapt Buddhist teachings to the existing Chinese philosophical landscape. The arrival of Buddhism marked a significant turning point in Chinese spiritual history. Despite challenges, the allure of Buddhist philosophy continued to attract followers. Early Chinese monks played a crucial role in translating and interpreting Buddhist scriptures. This process was essential to the integration of Buddhism into Chinese culture. As Buddhism gained traction, it began to interact with Confucianism and Taoism. This interaction led to a rich exchange of ideas, shaping distinct Chinese Buddhist schools. Early Chinese monks embraced ascetic practices to achieve enlightenment. These practices involved rigorous self-discipline, including fasting, meditation, and physical austerities. By detaching from worldly desires and enduring hardships, they aimed to purify their minds. This self-cultivation was central to their spiritual journey. Inspired by Indian Buddhist ascetics, they sought similar dedication. Retreating to remote mountains or caves, they pursued their practices away from distractions. These environments offered the solitude necessary for deep contemplation. The pursuit of enlightenment required unwavering dedication. Ascetic practices in early Chinese Buddhism reflected Indian Buddhist influence. These practices were adapted to incorporate Taoist philosophy and harmony with nature. This enriched Chinese Buddhism, giving it a distinctive character. The integration of indigenous elements made Buddhism more accessible to the Chinese population. The establishment of monasteries marked a crucial turning point in the development of Chinese Buddhism. Monasteries provided a structured environment for communal living, study, and spiritual practice. They became centers of learning and scholarship, attracting monks from different regions and fostering intellectual exchange. The rise of monasteries facilitated the growth and dissemination of Buddhist teachings throughout China. Monastic life offered a supportive community for monks dedicated to the pursuit of enlightenment. Living together under a shared set of rules and guidelines, monks could engage in collective practice, study, and mutual support. This communal environment fostered a sense of belonging and encouraged spiritual growth. The monastic structure provided a framework for the transmission of Buddhist teachings from generation to generation. Within the walls of monasteries, libraries were established, preserving and disseminating Buddhist scriptures. Monks engaged in the meticulous task of translating and interpreting these texts, making them accessible to a wider audience. This scholarly activity played a vital role in the transmission and preservation of Buddhist knowledge. The monasteries became repositories of wisdom and learning, contributing to the intellectual landscape of China. Monasteries also served as important social institutions, providing education, healthcare, and social services to the surrounding communities. They often played a role in mediating disputes and offering support during times of need. This social engagement further integrated Buddhism into the fabric of Chinese society. The monasteries became vital centers of community life, contributing to the social and cultural well-being of the population. Section 4. The flourishing of Buddhist schools, a spectrum of thought. As Buddhism evolved in China, different schools emerged, each with unique interpretations and practices. These schools represented a diverse spectrum, from meditation and introspection to devotional practices and ritual. Chan Buddhism, or Zen, emphasized direct experience and intuitive understanding. Through meditation, practitioners sought sudden enlightenment, realizing their true nature. Pure Land. Buddhism focused on devotion to Amitabha Buddha and rebirth in his Pure Land. Chanting and visualization cultivated faith for rebirth in this pure realm. The development of these schools reflects the dynamic nature of Chinese Buddhism. The diversity offered various paths to enlightenment, catering to different spiritual inclinations. Section 5. Eminent monks shaping the landscape of Chinese Buddhism. Throughout Chinese history, numerous eminent monks have played pivotal roles in shaping the development and dissemination of Buddhist teachings. These individuals, through their scholarship, practice, and leadership, left an indelible mark on the landscape of Chinese Buddhism. Their contributions continue to inspire and guide practitioners today. Their stories and teachings are essential to understanding the rich history of Chinese Buddhism. One such figure is Bodhidharma, a semi-legendary Indian monk credited with bringing Chan Buddhism to China. His emphasis on direct experience and meditation laid the foundation for this influential school of thought. Bodhidharma's teachings challenged conventional Buddhist practices and emphasized the importance of individual realization. His legacy continues to inspire Chan practitioners around the world. Another influential figure is Xuanzang, a renowned scholar monk who traveled to India to obtain Buddhist scriptures. His epic journey and dedication to scholarship played a crucial role in transmitting Buddhist knowledge to China. Xuanzang's translations and commentaries on Buddhist texts became essential resources for Chinese Buddhists. His contributions to Buddhist scholarship are still studied and revered today. Huiyuan, a prominent monk during the Eastern Jin dynasty, established the Donglin Temple, a renowned center of Buddhist learning and practice. His teachings and leadership helped to solidify the presence of Buddhism in China. Huiyuan's influence extended beyond the monastic community, impacting Chinese intellectual and cultural life. His contributions to the establishment of Buddhist institutions were instrumental in the flourishing of Buddhism in China.